So part of our thinking about how experience becomes gendered. Why is certain experiences only for one gender, like adorning yourself or being vulnerable? Why other experiences are meant for the other gender? So it's obvious and it's quite clear how men are trained to be strong, and the definition of strength, how do we define strength? What is strength? And what does it mean to be strong? And why should only men be strong? In actual fact they aren't, but they're supposed to be. So part of it seems to be that to identify with the mind, to identify with, because the mind tries to control. And all of spiritual poetry is about a kind of letting go rather than controlling. And the mind is actually the instrument of control. It wants to categorize, it wants to put things in its place, it wants to plan ahead, it wants to make sense, it wants to
be nostalgic about the past.
It wants to figure things out. And so the mystic poetry points to another way of being, and which is to be more connected with the body, to be more connected with the heart, to be more connected with feeling. Of course, the mind has its place, but it's not preeminent. And what we have felt is that also we see this in certain kinds of discourse, scientific discourse or religious discourse, how men control certain kinds of discourse, and they control it on the basis of certain kind of knowledge. But there is another kind of knowledge which this poetry talks about. And traditionally that has been gendered. Of course, knowledge itself doesn't have a gender, but traditionally we see how that has been gendered. Knowledge of the body, knowledge in the body, knowledge of the everyday, and knowledge of the heart. So as a man, you grow up feeling cut off from your own heart, in one sense. And it's a deep feeling of sadness and deprivation, which is not given a name, so you don't even know what you're feeling, often. And I feel often, if I look at my own experience, then you are confused about what you're feeling, because you're not supposed to feel in this way. So you don't have a name for it, you cannot articulate it, and therefore you cannot feel it. There is no way of doing anything about it, then you can't even recognize it. So men go through this really twisted, and I'm of course generalizing, not every man goes through it, but goes through this twisted sort of experience where a large part of their own experience is cut off from themselves. So in a sense, it's the classic definition of being alienated from yourself. And to see the masculine experience in this light is to see why so much of violence and so much of fear, which we will also talk about, comes about. And something that I felt myself was relating more and more to women and to their experiences, how powerful certain experiences are which are cut off from them, like giving, nurturing, caring. So traditionally, men have been cut off from these experiences. And if you look at it unidimensionally, you see, oh, men don't have to do anything and women do all the work, which is true, but also men don't get to experience anything because of it, because their traditional gender role does not allow them to care in a simple way, to nurture, to be concerned, to nourish, to be soft. So this song is about feeling, and a large part of what I have connected with personally through this poetry, through this music, is feeling. And Bhakti poetry, Kabir poets always talk about feeling. So two things are more important than the mind, the body and feeling. So wisdom in the body and the wisdom of feeling. पड़ी पड़ी पत्थर भयो लिखी लिखी भयो है ईट, कहे कबीर को है प्रेम की, लागी नए कह छीट। Reading and reading you become like a stone. Writing and writing you become like a brick. Kabir says, not one drop of blood has touched you. तो पोथी पढ़ पढ़ जग मुआ, और पंडित भया न भाई आखर प्रेम का, पढ़े सो पंडित हो। Reading books after books, no one became learned so far. If you read the 4 letters of words, that's what you need to become learned, to become wise.
Four letters of love.
Love, what did I say?
Word.
तू लिखा लिखी की है नहीं, और देखा देखी बात, दूल्हा दुल्हन मिल गए तो फीकी पड़ी बारात। So it's not something to be read in books. It's not something to watch from far away. When the bride and the bridegroom meet, they don't care about the wedding party anymore. It's take them. So it's an experience. It's not intellectual. It's not abstract. It's in the book. So this song, which is from Malwa, says, "Bhav bina bhakti kabhi nahi hai." Without feeling there can be no bhakti. Sach bina jivdo thek nahi soch. Without truth you cannot reach your destination. Tharo manak jamaro ere aa jaye. This human birth is going to waste. Tharo
Dhan
par lai pud jaye. This treasure is going to waste. What is this treasure? This body, the breath that we have. Guru ka lagan magan rehna bhav. Stay connected with the Guru, with feeling, with heart. Oh. शबद हंगा भेदी है, अरे भाई हारे मेरा गलो शबद हंगा भेदी है। ये तो शबद सुनिए सुनी जा मेरे भाई भाई शबद, ये तो शबद सुनिए सुनी जा मेरे गुरु का लगन मगन रहना भाव तेरे ध्यान। अरे भाई भाव बिना भक्ति कदिया नहीं होवे है। साच बिना जिगड़ो ठिठ नहीं पहुँचे हैं। हारो मनक जमारो ये राजा मेरे हारो जन पर ये होली जा मेरे गुरु का नगन मगन रहना भाव तेरे भाई। आरट का पपैयो गुल धो प्यासो है,
रटत पपैयो बूंद को प्यासो है। रटे हैं दिन रात रे भई भई पियू की। तो पियू की रटे हैं दिन रात रे गुरु का लगन मगन रहना भाव तेरे भाई। कोयल बैठा है बीरज पे। कागार कोयल बैठा है बीरज पे। तो खेचेगा सुरमारी रे खर भई भई खेचेगा। मगन रहना भाव तेरे भाई। आगनी देख डरेगा नहीं भगवान में। अग्नि देख डरेगा नहीं भगवान में। तो कूदेगा सदा तेरे मारे भई भई कूदेगा। सदा तेरे मारे गुरु का लगन मगन रहना भाव तेरे भाई। दुई कर जोड़ गोरखनाथ बोलिया दुई कर जोड़ गोरखनाथ बोलिया तो सत्यम महापुर गावे भई भई सत्यम महापुर पावे गुरु का लगन मगन रहना भाव तेरे भाई। अरे भाई भाव बिना भक्ति कदिया नहीं होवे है। काच बिना जिगड़ो ठेठ नहीं पहुँचे है। हारो मन को जमारो राजा मेरे हारो धन पर ये होली जा मेरे गुरु का लगन मगन रहना भाव तेरे भाई। Just taking forward this idea of knowledge that Vipul was talking about, I just wanted to share this reflection with all of you that most of these mystic poets and Sufis and Bhakti poets came from the lower classes and the lower castes, and typically from Dalit communities which were working with their hands. They were cobblers, they were darjis, they were weavers, and I think that also signals there's something in common there with the experience of women in their day-to-day lives, of knowledge that's embedded in the materiality of your kitchen. I mean, how many kitchen metaphors enter this poetry? It's remarkable. The metaphors of mehendi on women's hands, or doodh ka bilovana. The churning of the milk is a very common metaphor. That the most shallow thing that the world satisfies itself with is buttermilk. But it's the sants and the gyanis and people who have progressed on this path of spiritual seeking and awareness who take the butter, and further ahead those who take the ghee. So it's a form of clarification of knowledge, that it becomes subtler and subtler and more refined. And this image comes up with jaggery, sugarcane, and ultimately mishri as well. So there are many such recognitions of knowledge in the day-to-day. And in a lovely doha, which Kabir says, if you must learn meditation, the art of Sumiran, you need go no farther than the Panihari. The woman who carries water to the well, carries water pots on her head and comes back from the well, and on the way she chats and talks and gossips with village women, but at all moments her awareness is fixed on the pot. Otherwise it will fall. So it becomes an incredible image for what in Kabir traditions is called Sahaj Samadhi, which is you go about your day-to-day lives, you stay connected, you don't withdraw to the mountain peaks to attain sadhana. You go about your household affairs, but at all moments your attention is divided. Your attention is also somewhere else. साजन में तोरे थकी और बसु विराग काम करूं घर या परो तो चिवड़ो मेरे पास. O Sajan, O beloved, I belong to you. Even though I dwell in a foreign land, I go about my daily business, but my heart is always with you. Sajan phool gulab ro, sajan phool gulab ro, to main phoolari baat. Sajan bhaaro कालजो तो मैं साजन रो सांस. तो सुमिरन की सुध यूं करो जो गागर पनिहार, वो हाले डोले सूरत में कहे कबीर विचार. So we're going to sing a song to you that we've just learned. I've never shared this in public yet. It's a Meera bhajan that takes forward this image of the Panihari. And something as day to day as that, and it becomes a beautiful metaphor. So Meera says, Tharo kumbh nahi jhalkaye heli, hari re chalo Panihari. So the water in your pot shouldn't spill over. So walk carefully, my friend. कायन का थारा कुंभ बनिया, कई को जड़ियो जे जड़ाए, रतन जतन कर राख जो, अंत थणी को खाए. So what is this beautiful pot made of? How is it decorated? Keep it carefully, my friend, because eventually it's going to take a knock. So it's an image also for our bodies and our lives. काची मिट्टी का थारा कुंभ बना. It's made of very fragile, unbaked clay. कुंभ पर जड़ियो है जड़ाए, लई रे बेवड़ो सागर चलिया वो बाई, सागर अवघट घाट. So she's gone to the ocean, and she's approaching the sagar, the darya, from that very tricky Avghat Ghat. Steep, difficult steps to it. सिर का घड़िया थारा फूटिया ठिकरी हुई है हजार. रोती फिरेगा कोई मार्ग या हेली 184 के माए. So it is going to break. So a lot of this poetry is just very simple poetic evocations of the fragility of this moment, the fragility of our lives, the beauty and fragility simultaneous of our bodies. चलो पानी हारी रो. थारो कुंभ नहीं रे छला पाए रो हेली हरी रे चलो पानी हारी रो. गायन करे थारा बन्यावो हेली कई को जड़ियो है जड़ा. गायन करे थारा कुंभ बन्यावो हेली कई को जड़ियो है जड़ा. रतन जतन करा राख जो भाई. रतन जतन करा राख जो भाई. अंत ठाणी को खाए वो हेली अड़ी रे चलो पानी आई रो. थारो कुंभ नहीं रे छला पाए रो हेली हरी रे चलो पानी हारी रो. काची मेथी का थारा कुंभ बन्यावो हेली कई को जड़ियो है जड़ा. बिंती का थारा कुंभ बन्यावो हेली कुंभ पर जड़ियो है जड़ा. लई रे बेवड़ो सागर चलिया वो बाई. लई रे बेवड़ो सागर चलिया वो बाई. सागर यो वो हेली हरी रे चलो पानी हारी रो. थारो कुंभ नहीं रे छला पाए वो हेली हरी रे चलो पानी हारी रो. दही रे झकोलो बाईने नीर भरिया वो हेली दया पाना लियो है उठा. दही रे झकोलो बाईने नीर भरिया वो हेली तेरा पाना लियो है उठा. रमक झमक कर चाल जो बाई. रमक झमक कर चाल जो बाई. पवन तुझो का आए वो हेली हरी रे चलो पानी हारी रो. थारो कुंभ हीर का घड़ा रे थारा तेरा फुटिया वो है नीचे काली हुई है हारा हीर का घड़ा रे थारा तेरा फुटिया वो है नीचे काली हुई है रोती फिरेगा कोई मार गया वो हेली रोती फिरेगा कोई मार गया वो हेली लख चौरासी के आए वो हेली अड़ी रे चलो पानी हारी थारो कुंभ नहीं रे चलो सासरिया मेरे थारे दुख घणो रोहेली पियारा का खुलिया है रे भाव सासरिया रे थारे दुख घणो रोहेली पियर का खुलिया है रे भाव भाई हो मीरा के गिरधर नीलिया वो भाई हो मीरा के गिरधर नीलिया वो भाई सतयमरापुर पाए वो हेली अड़ी रे चलो पानी आली रो थारो कुंभ नहीं रे चला अड़ी रे चलो पानी आगी दो थारो कुंभ नहीं रे चला हो गेली अड़ी रे चलो पानी आगी दो We'll do 2 more songs and then hopefully we'll have some space for a little bit of interaction with all of you.
What is the, why do a session with singing or with song? And to think about this is also to see that to understand is not only through the mind, but there are other ways of communication, other ways of understanding, other ways of knowledge. And mainstream paradigms of knowledge privilege certain the mental, intellectual types, and we thought we would share songs because that's another way of knowing something. So, sorry?
Yes.
And when I sing like this, I learn feeling. So by learning, by playing this instrument, yes, so something which I may not have learned as a child, or I may have been told, it's not for you. I learn through this music, and I see that many men access this space for this music. So I want to also speak about briefly because we have to. And if I surrender to your love, I won't be able to go to war. So he's afraid. And he's afraid of surrender. He's afraid of love. And it is this fear of merging, fear of relating, fear of not having your separate identity, which fear of not being in control. So my personal feeling is that a lot of gender violence stems from fear, and fear of the other specifically. And it's curious in a way that men are more afraid of women than the other way around. And if they're afraid of something, an experience, a kind of experience that threatens them. And they're afraid of the other, they're afraid of becoming the other, and they're afraid of surrendering to the other. So I want to sing a song about surrender. And written by a man, but it says, मैं वारी जाऊं रे, बलिहारी जाऊं.
मेरा सतगुरु आंगन आया.
तू करता तुझ गया, मुझ में रही न हूँ. वारा फेरी बज गया, जित देखूं तित तू. Saying you, I became you, and there was no me anymore. And I surrendered myself. Vara Prabhu Gadaya. Jit dekhu tit tu. Now wherever I see you. साहिब तुम्हारी साहिबी और सब घट रही समाए. जो मेहंदी के पात में और लाली लखी नहीं जान, तो लाली मेरे लाल की, ए जी लाली मेरे लाल की, और जित देखूं तित लाल. लाली देखन में गई तो मैं भी हो गई लाल. There is redness everywhere, the color is red. Like in the henna leaf, it's green, but it has red within it. And so I set out in search of this red. And I saw red everywhere. And finally when I looked at myself, I too had become red. So this song says, वारी जाऊं रे, बलिहारी जाऊं रे, मेरा सतगुरु आंगन आया, मैं वारी जाऊं रे. So completely in the woman's voice, and it says, written by a man, Narayan Das, that I am surrendered to you, and my true Guru has come home. I surrender to him. सतगुरु आंगन आया, गंगा गोमती नाया, हमारी निर्मल हो गई काया. True Guru came to my house, and he himself embodies both Ganga, all the holy rivers, and my holy take place here in the body. सब सखी मिलकर हालो, केसर तिलक लगाओ, घने हेत सु लेवो बधाई. So all the women, usually the traditional way that women welcome someone, they gather together. So she's saying, come, let's all gather together and welcome her. And in the end it says, दास नरन जस गायो, चरणों में शीश नवायो, मेरा सतगुरु पाद उतारे. So the key here is he's putting aside his head, he's laying down his head. मैं वारी जाऊं रे,
बलिहारी जाऊं रे मैं बारी जाऊं रे बलिहारी जाऊं रे मेरा सतगुरु आंगन आया मैं बारी जाऊं रे मेरा दिल गुरु आंगन आया मैं बारी जाऊं मैं बारी जाऊं रे बलिहारी जाऊं रे मैं बारी जाऊं रे बलिहारी जाऊं रे मेरा दिल गुरु आंगन आया मैं बारी जाऊं रे मेरा दिल गुरु आंगन आया मैं बारी जाऊं सतगुरु आंगन आया गंगा गोमती नहाया रे सतगुरु आंगन आया आया गंगा गोमती नहाया निर्मल हो गई काया मैं बारी जाऊं रे मेरी निर्मल हो गई काया मैं बारी जाऊं मैं बारी जाऊं रे बलिहारी जाऊं रे मैं बारी जाऊं रे बलिहारी जाऊं रे मेरा सतगुरु आंगन आया मैं बारी जाऊं रे मेरा दिल गुरु आंगन आया मैं बारी जाऊं सब सखी मिलकर हलो केसर तिलक लगाओ रे सब सखी मिलकर हलो हलो केसर तिलक लगाओ हर घरे एक तुमने वो बधाई वारी जाओ रे हर घरे एक तुमने वो बधाई वारी जाओ रे मैं बारी जाऊं रे बलिहारी जाऊं रे मैं बारी जाऊं रे बलिहारी जाऊं रे मेरा दिल गुरु आंगन आया मैं बारी जाऊं रे मेरा दिल गुरु आंगन आया मैं बारी जाऊं सतगुरु दर्शन बिना भाग युदयी किनारे सतगुरु दर्शन बिना बिना भाग युदयी कीना मेरा धर्म कर्म सब छीना मैं बारी जाऊं रे मेरा धर्म भरम सब छीना मैं बारी जाऊं रे मैं बारी जाऊं रे बलिहारी जाऊं रे मैं बारी जाऊं रे बलिहारी जाऊं रे मेरा सतगुरु आंगन आया मैं बारी जाऊं रे मेरा दिल गुरु आंगन आया मैं बारी जाऊं हाँ दास नरन जस गायो चरणों में शीस निमायो रे दास नरन जस गायो आयो चरणों में शीस निमायो मेरा सतगुरु पारी उतारे मैं बारी जाऊं मेरा दिल गुरु पारी उतारे मैं बारी जाऊं मैं बारी जाऊं रे बलिहारी जाऊं रे मैं बारी जाऊं रे बलिहारी जाऊं रे मेरा सतगुरु आंगन आया मैं बारी जाऊं रे मेरा दिल गुरु आंगन आया मैं बारी जाऊं मेरा धन गुरु आंगन आया मैं बारी जाऊं
Mm-hmm.